can market in Forsage through BUSDs and start earning huge dollars. As always, again, BUSD Forsage is decentralized smart contract. It offers you Forsage Matrix marketing, which is fair, economically sound system without deadlines for slot, with a limited number of places and an unlimited number of recycles. So here you get X3 program and X4 program. In X3 you get 3 positions. Similarly, in Forsage X4 you get total of 2 lines, which includes 2 places on the first line and 4 places in the second. So when you register with Forsage, you open both the programs simultaneously. Now, along with this, you also get XXX matrix that has 14 places on 3 lines, 2 in the first line, 4 places in the second line and 8 in the third line. So in XXX, the partners that you receive in the matrix, it could be invited by you directly, come as spillover from up line up to 2 lines, or come as spillover from down lines. Last but not the least is X Gold, that is a huge matrix that includes 30 places on 4 lines, 2 in the first line, 4 places in the second line, 8 in the third and 16 in the fourth. Again, you will get spillover from upline and downline, and also the members could be invited by you. But here the income is really going to be huge because there will be 30 places. Both X3 and X4 matrix you have 12 slots, all are similar and work in the same way. Each subsequent slot is 2 times more expensive than the previous one. Both income and profits from them are twice as high. The first slot in X3 and X4 will be 5 USDs and the second is 10. Likewise, it keeps on increasing twice as high. The last one is 9900 BUSDs. It is same in both X3 and X4. If you think of activating all the 12 slots together, you can do it. As all the 12 slots can be activated, they have no expiration date. All slots will keep paying you, keep giving you revenue parallelly. If we talk about XXX Forsage, here you get first slot of 8 BUSD, the next one is 15 BUSDs and randomly it keeps on increasing. The last one is 9696 BUSDs. So again, here you get total of 12 slots. The last one is Forsage X Gold. Here the first slot is 10 BUSDs, second one is 20 BUSDs, the next one is 30 BUSDs. So it keeps on increasing, and the 15th one is 9870 BUSDs. So let's learn how you can register with Forsage. To get registration, you will activate X3 and X4 all together with 10 BUSDs. Here 5 BUSDs will go to X3 and 5 BUSD will go to X4. So now 1 slot each in X3 and X4 are activated. Now you can choose to upgrade any of the slot in X3 or X4 individually. So after the launch of X3 and X4 program on BSC, 2 more programs, which means XXX and X Gold, will be launched. So when you activate X3 and X4 first slot, you can activate XXX first slot with 5 BUSDs and the X Gold first slot with 10 BUSDs. So in this way you can activate all the 4 types of slots. So if we talk about the working of X3 program, here you get all personally referred partners. So when you invite partners, they take place under you. The first referral partner takes a place under you, 100% amount goes to your personal wallet. Similarly, the second partner comes and pays you in your personal wallet. But when the third partner takes place below you, you again receive 100% income but in the form of recycle. Here recycle means opening of the same slot for you again and you continue to receive income from it. So always 100% of recycled amount is transferred to your superior. So now let's know the working of Forsage X4 program. Here an overflow system is organized from above and from below. Here Forsage is building a team together. There may be at least all of you invited, at least no one invited by you or mixed. So partners who take place below you in the first line are 2 places in the second line of the hire. 100% amount goes to the wallet of your hire partner. You also receive income from the second line, 100% from 4 people. Of these, 3 payments go instantly to your wallet. The last payout is the closing slot. It also makes the recycle bind you the same slot again and the payment of 100% is transferred to your hire partner. So now let's know the working of Forsage XXX. In XXX there are total 14 places. Payments of 2 people in the first line go to your upline. On the second line you get 30% from each of 4 places and 70% amount goes to your upline. And on the third line you get 70% from 8 places while 30% goes higher in the structure. Thus the total yield is 580% from one cycle of the slot, 100% of which is used for automatic recycle. So 2 last payments from each line, one from the second line 30% and one from third line 70% are summed up and used to recycle the slot. So now let's learn the working of Forsage X Gold, that is the last type of slot. In X Gold you get total of 30 positions. Payment of 2 people in the first line go to your upline. On the second line, you get 20% from each of the 4 places, and the rest 80% is split into 30% and 50% and sent to your uplines. On the third line, you get 30% from each of 8 places, while the rest 70% is split into 20% and 50% and go to uplines. And on the fourth line, you get 50% from 16 places, while the rest 50% is also divided into 20% and 30% to go to your uplines. So the total yield is 1120% from one circle of the matrix, 100% of which is used for automatic recycle of the slot. So last 2 payments from 4 line, 50 plus 50% are used for recycle. So in this way, your all slots will keep recycling and keep paying you continuously without making any extra repurchase. All these recycles, you will continue to receive income infinitely. The XXX recycle is little different. It has some secret in smart contract. For new activation of same slot, 100% amount of its value is required, but payments from third line are 70% each, so you need to collect 30% more to recycle. So it is impossible to know exactly in advance in what position the partner should stand inside the matrix, so you cannot take a place in advance. In this way, all the slots are filled without any biasness. Always the payments are made fairly. Again, in Xgold, there are so many automatic recycles that keeps continue without any limits. For new activation of same slot, you need amount of 100% of its value, but payments from 4 lines are 50% each, so you need to collect 2 payments. It is impossible to know exactly in advance in what position the partner should stand inside the matrix, so you cannot take a place in advance. So again, everything goes in circle, and your partners in the same way closing their matrices again rise to you in a new matrix. You can also choose to upgrade your slot, that means opening of the next slot of a more expensive level. There's always enough income from each slot to recycle the slot of the same level and buy next slot. So if you have higher slots open, you will have extra profit, which means payment received to you at the expense of missed profit of a lower partner. But in case if you have not upgraded a slot but your downline upgrades their slot, you may have missed profits, which means payment sent to a high partner due to the lack of an update to a more expensive slot. You will find different colors in your slots, which means overflows, overtaking and returns. The green color means personal partner, and the light green means overflow, which is from superior. The blue color means overflow from below, and the pink one is partner who overtook a superior. So if we talk about the profits of each slot, for example, if we talk about X3, income of one cycle of every slot is thrice of its cost. For example, the first slot cost 5 USDs, and the total income of one cycle is 15 BUSDs. But the best thing about it is that it has so many unlimited cycles, it keeps paying you revenue forever. Similarly, in the second slot, 10 BUSDs will pay you 30 BUSDs in one cycle. All the slots in X3 and X4 has same value, but the income in X4 is 4 times of its slot. For example, the first slot is 5 BUSDs in X4, and its income of one cycle is 20 BUSDs. The second slot is 10 BUSDs, but it offers you income of 40 BUSDs in one cycle. So one cycle of X3 of all the slots pays you $29,700. In X4, all the slots pay you in one cycle $39,600. But the income from XXX is much more. Here, if you buy a slot of 8 BUSDs, you get income of 54.4 USDs, which is similar to $54. Similarly, the next one is 15 BUSD slot. It offers you income of $102. So the total income from all the slots in one cycle is $65,932. Now if we talk about Forsage X Gold, the income here is more than 10 times. For example, if you buy first slot of $10, your income will be $112. So all the income that you get from all the slots together in one cycle is $110,544. So if you wish to start your journey with Forsage BUSDs, you can start with first 3 slots, which means 3 slots of X3, 3 slots of X4, XXX and X Gold. The total cost it will be $182, which is really very low. So if we talk about the whole profit of one cycle from all the 4 types of slot, you will earn $488,652 in one cycle. So you can keep your wallet steady with BUSDs and start with BUSD Forsage today itself. We recommend preparing in advance before the launch because we are sure it will be hard. It's wise to prepare the amount of BUSDs and some BNB for the fees needed to open the right number of slots, and make sure you set up a BSD supporting wallet with BP20 token.